Welcome back to the channel, boys and girls. It's Eddie here from Rothai Cycling. I hope you are well. So today is scheduled for a 3-hour zone 2. Pretty much fucking impossible to keep zone 2 coming out of Sharkin because this climb has me pushing a lot of watts, but I'm just put it in easy gear, spin the legs and just go up and over the hill. I'm on my way to meet Jonny Dewey, one of my cycling buddies. I have a bit of a chin wag for an hour and he's going to head off, and then I'm on my own for another couple of hours. And you know what, I've no bloody earphones. I hate doing these long zone 3 efforts with no music, because music helps take your mind away. Well, for me anyway, it does. So that's why I always love going out on the bike with earphones. Don't have that today, so I'm going to be suffering in silence. But it might allow me to take in the scenery a bit more. I say what will likely happen is I'm going to speak to you guys pretty much for the full 3 hours. So brace yourselves for gibberish and absolute mind dumping over the next 3 hours. Interesting though, do you guys wear earphones when you're out on your own? Some people I speak to think it's kind of dangerous. Interesting to hear what you guys think about that. I guess for me, being the lucky bugger that I am, living out in the countryside, I don't really have to contend with people, cars, dogs, sometimes dogs. So I never really have to feel the need to hear my surroundings. Plus my argument to that is that if I'm going to get hit by a car, I'd rather not know what's going to happen. That's a little look into my psyche, but that's just what I think. So the whole car thing doesn't really affect me or bother me as much. I'm actually quite impressed myself keeping it into zone 2 coming out of here. So yeah, just doing what Brian said, slip it down the gears and spin the legs. I've also opted to ride a Cannondale today. The main reason for that is I can't be fucking bothered clearing my other bike and it's an absolute mess. And it's on the turbo. And I forgot to take off the turbo last night, and so I thought, you know what, fuck it. Put the pedals on the bike, the Cannondale, and head out. So I'm using my summer bike on today. It doesn't look too good, guys. I mean, it's not cold by any means. Something like 12, 13 degrees for this time of year is totally unheard of. But it's rather cloudy, or sorry, foggy. Well, thank God I've got my rear light on. And in the edit I'm going to spin the view forward so you can see the fog. But I always tend to find that the camera doesn't pick up the fog as much as what your naked eye does. So if it looks bad on the screen, it's really bad in real life. And also for today, the route that I'm going to have to take is going to have to be fairly flat because, sorry guys, the route I need to take today needs to be fairly flat because I've got the big boy chainring on this bike and don't really fancy grinding up anything. I'm just going to try and keep it as flat as possible. So I might suggest to Jonny just go totally known, cool rain, keep it along the Ban River, keep it as kind of flat as possible really, something like that. Nice and easy, nothing too strenuous, but yeah, the goal is to keep it zone 2 as long as possible today. There you go, that's what we've got to contend with. Farmer's out for a walk. Morning. probably the only human being I'll see for the most of the morning. Funny story, that guy, the last time I seen him, the first time I seen him, we were in Galgorm Hotel, my wife and I, for our wedding. It was our wedding, that's how fucking long ago it was. Holy shit. So our wedding in Galgorm, 10 years ago, so 10-year anniversary this year, we were in the spa the next day in the jacuzzis. He was in it! Random. There you go. And we'd never met him before, and we got chatting to him. And he says, yeah, I live in Reshark. And I was like, well, I've never seen you before. But he's a farmer that lives just on the outskirts of Reshark. Random or what? And there you go. I haven't seen that guy in 10 years. Literally. Oh boy. I didn't think it was going to be this foggy. Nice and steady around this. Here's down we go. Take the downhills when you can get them, guys. So I'm just wondering, guys, if you can actually see the water protection that's on this jacket. So you can see that the water, most of it isn't actually penetrating the fabric, it's running off. It's really impressive to see this in action. And the fact that you know that you're not getting soaked to the skin. Is it a good morning? I don't know. Whose fucking idea was this?
It's not as bad as I thought.
Oh, see coming over that fucking there, it was like really foggy, like really bad. Just straight up the chapel, not the chapel, right past the community centre or something. Aye. Find it easier doing that than come up the chapel, right? Best view now, like. I love this time of year, really, the leaves and that. It's class. You don't find it's really warm now. But I'm not going to say it, I'm not going to jinx it, you know, because take what you can get. So I've had a bit of a nightmare of a day today. Myself and Jonny were out. We got a little bit confused of which way we were going to go. I was going left, he was going straight on. And we absolutely took each other out. Fucking embarrassing or what. ended up in an absolute tangled mess in the middle of a junction. Oh, you couldn't make it up. Pride out the window. A couple of 40-something boys. Absolutely in tatters. It wasn't good. So we'll have to dust ourselves off. And then we'll have to fix the bike. And then jump back on it again. So yeah, not ideal. I'm actually still really sore the whole left hand side. We weren't even going that fast. Just literally come up to a junction. I was turning left to the left. He thought we were going straight on. So it was almost like a standstill of a fall. And it was just, both of us secretly pissed off with each other, but pretending it was okay. So I'm 2 hours in now. No, I'm not even. God, an hour and 40. I'm only halfway through my session today. Still got a fair bit to go. Keep the zone 2 up. So a bit of an update. My wheels buckled a little bit, so I need to get that sorted out, get trued after the fall. So much so that I've had to open up the brake calipers because they're squeaking away and rubbing against the brake pad. So I've got another hour to go yet, keeping it in zone 2 as long as I can. The roads here are so quiet, it's absolutely beautiful. On a lovely, smooth bit of tarmac now. What a difference from the normal shoddy roads of Ireland. It's just like butter. This is a typical November day. Well, I say typical, it's not typical. It is really mild. And I don't want to jinx it, but it's really mild, it's great. I think it's about 10 degrees, thereabouts. It's quite mad, maybe even a bit more, maybe 12, which is a bit mad for this time of year. Usually it's a lot less. So I just thought I'd take a little bit of a break for the session. I'll walk you through the bike. I'll let you get a look and a feel, because I don't think I've ever done a close-up of the bike. I've done a few videos where I've took each component part and I've shown it and I've talked about it, but I don't think I've actually done a close-up and a discussion on the bike. So without further ado, here's the bike. So we're not too far away from where I live in Resharkin. It's a crossroads between Glarryford, Cullabackie and Resharkin, and then down here on the other side down this direction would take you towards Ballymena. I pass this house a lot, and like the kids love this. They think it's a little fairy house. It's been up for sale quite a few times. Whoever's bought it has kind of left it to go into disarray a little, which is quite sad because beautiful little house. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this bad boy here. And this is my 2013 Cannondale Super 6 Evo High Mod. I've done it in a custom grey colour with a beautiful gold Cannondale in the 90s track font. Then further up we've got the High Mod forks, and with that I got them to add in the little High Mod detail there. So I got it painted at Velo Paintworks in Belfast with a guy called Liam, who's also Scottish. He's lived in Belfast for a little while now. Absolute beast of a racer. Good guy. And then we've got the ICANN 50 the AX50 wheel set. We've also got the Corsa, Vittura Corsa 23mm in tan wall. Now these, believe it or not, on this particular wheel set measure about 25-26mm wide. And this is part of the problem, right? Because if I go down to here, you can see just in there, there's not much of a gap. And this is part of the problem that I had in getting these, because the wheels, these modern wheels are just too wide. We've also got the big boy ring, we've got the 5339, obviously in the big ring, because that's how we roll. We've got the Look carbon pedals. Of course, the Dura-Ace 9000. Absolutely love this group set. It's pin sharp. We've got, I can't remember what the chain is, where I got the chain from, but it was a pre-wax chain. It is waxed now, so I think after today I'm going to have to do a bit of a re-waxing. We've got the 1132 chain set, or cassette, sorry, in a kind of gunmetal grey. Beautiful set as well. Obviously the calipers, so this is where I had to open them up because I just fell off the bloody bike, and the wheel's a bit buckled. Further up we've got the 2-seat carbon seat post in line. We've also got the 2-seat carbon rail saddle. Really comfortable actually for my big booty. And then further up we've got some more personal details there. We've got my wife's name and the kids and the year that they came into my life. We've got the 2-seat stem. This is a, I think it's an 80mm stem, and we've got the 2-seat carbon handlebars as well, 38mm wide. The IGP Sport bike computer, and then this is the new toy that I got, the out front mount for the 360 camera, which is really good, worth every penny. Dura-Ace brakes, shifter, sorry. And then I got this really lovely cheap handlebar tape off of AliExpress as well. And then Liam, God bless his soul, these are from a Cannondale build that he was going to do. These are from a 90s aluminium CAD, and they're beautiful, beautiful bottle holders, and they really keep the bottle in well, and they're super light, and they're aluminium, which is great. So that's just a quick run through the bike. Hopefully that's give you a flavour and a taste for the machine that I've got. It's a weapon. Now, to be honest, I shouldn't have had it out today. You know, absolute waste of a bike on a day like this, but I couldn't be bothered getting the other bike off the trainer, and you know, I'm paying for it now because typically I crashed today, and I've crashed with a bike that I love the most, so you know, I'm raging with myself. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Would love to hear your feedback on it and see what you think. Do you know what, I've actually done the worst thing, stopping, and I'm just really stiff and sore now, especially after falling. My whole right hand side, my arm, my shoulder, and even my hip. The thought of getting back on the bike in another hour, I might just turn back and head home. It'll take me 25 minutes, half an hour anyway, so I won't be that far off the 3-hour mark. So Brian, if you're watching this, sorry, but I think it's better for me just to go back to the house now and sort myself out and, you know, lick my wounds a little.